The Sign of the Times, episode 157, from this undisclosed cabinet-looking thing. An undisclosed cabinet-looking thing where I have recovered a Seymour Snot t-shirt. Seymour Snot t-shirt. And to go with the shirt, Seymour Snot kind enough to send me a brand new, personalized, autographed Seymour Snot picture, highly sought after. It says, ahem, to the sign guy, comma, I'm signing this from an undisclosed cubicle in an undisclosed office building, comma, in an undisclosed part of the United States of America, period. Thez bless you and vegetable rights and peace, exclamation mark, Seymour Snot. Look at that. Look at that. Personalized and everything to go with this brand new, highly sought after, especially if you ever book WCW, Seymour Snot t-shirt. Speaking of which, I believe Seymour Snot ran into the Taskmaster himself at WrestleCade. Kevin Sullivan probably eyeing that shirt he had on. Something fierce. Something fierce. For the people that love more snaps. Pamphlet at the Sign of the Times. Look at that. A pamphlet. Comic book of Team IOU. A story about a dog and his boy. A boy and his dog. You can get these at CaseyCarlisle.com. That's CaseyCarlisle.com for all your gift-giving needs. Hanukkah quickly approaching. Quickly approaching. You could get 24 of these Casey Carlisle in a hot nurse's outfit pictures and send for all your Hanukkah needs. If you only need 3 of them and then 1 for yourself. There she is with a large title belt, which she won after attending Hot Nurse U, where she studied so hard she needed a giant heart-shaped pillow to rest upon after class. And then went down to smaller size, which also makes for great stocking stuffers and gifts for Pearl Harbor Day. There she is, angry that she did not think to get 37 of the pictures and you only got 21. There she is with Team Bad Knees, not a good knee in the bunch. And business card of Casey Carlisle, whom I love, hashtag best in the world. The Facebook, the YouTube, which you might be watching right now. Right now. And the Twitter where you can follow me, but not literally, much like now Chance Prophet does. Chance Prophet actually following me on the Twitter, as does Miss Liz. She does. So, this week, today being Sunday, as I film from this undisclosed cabinet-looking gimmick, which QT will be impressed by the yellow type collar, we had Vinny the Guido on the show. It was very interesting with Vinny the Guido. He had many issues with Jim the Anvil Neidhart, apparently. Maybe he and at Jason Ayers WWE could tweet their Jim Neidhart stories back and forth, because they both got some, apparently. Tomorrow, being Monday, pretty much free. Tuesday, the George Mack show. George Mack will have no guest I'm aware of. So probably Stevie will be all negative and QT will be rest stopping him stuff, and then George Mack will have to drive to the rest stop to get the information, then drive back to respond to it. And hopefully Joe from Philly calls in a game, because he's gold. He's pure gold. On Wednesday, I'll probably watch the Lucha Underground. You know, that's really interesting. If you've not watched Lucha Underground, it's interesting to say the least. Thursday, pretty much looking free. Next Friday, we have Stan Robinson on the show. He is out of Georgia. He is rescheduled. He had to miss due to an emergency the last time he was scheduled, but he will be with us on Friday. He's out of the UIW, and he might want to know how my ankle is doing, because it was surgically repaired. And then as I was leaving the hospital, apparently Stompin' Steve's sister is a nurse, because I crashed down to the ground because I was all gimmicked up trying to get into the wheelchair while she stood 30 feet away. I think I fell down, I said. Lila Lodge tweeted a picture at this exact time of day, she shouted in reply. So So Stompin' Steve's sister, thanks a lot for that. Thanks a lot. And if we're reviewing, Hanukkah quickly approaching, so you'll want all of your CaseyCarlisle.com merchandise purchased in advance so you can get it to the people on your list in advance. And especially if it's the Hebrew Hammer, because he'd probably just forearm you right in the face if you came up and said, I have nothing for Hanukkah. He's like, well, then take this, and then boom. But if you give him a Casey Carlisle autographed picture, he'd probably be real happy with it. Real happy. Randy West may not be, but he might. So, Sunday we had Vinny the Guido on the show. It was one of QT's finest moments. He gave him a homework to find out about Vinny the Chin. He's wanting to sign that homework for months. On Monday, looking free. Tuesday, the George Mack show. George Mack going to be having nobody on that I'm aware of, but maybe Tuesday he'll send me a bunch of messages and say he's got Johnny Gargano or somebody like that, or maybe Adam Pearce, or maybe he's found Madman Pondo to appear on a show. Who knows what George Mack will do? He's a loose cannon. On Thursday, actually on Wednesday, Lucha Underground will be on. I might watch that on the El Rey Network. Thursday, though, it's pretty much looking free. Friday, Stan Robinson from the UIW in Georgia. They have a big show coming up. He'll probably discuss that as well. QT will probably ask him his favorite type of bread. So, pretty much 137 after I survived this horrific fall, or 157 rather, because apparently I'm still gimmicked up, but where I survived that horrific fall while someone read tweets from a certain Louisville sports entertainment personality to impress a certain stalker whose life is captured and repeated on TNA Impact Wrestling on a weekly basis.